Number 1 says plot 4 points on the grid to form 4 corners of a rectangle. Connect the points and list the coordinates of the 4 points below. So you can pick any 4 points as long as it makes a rectangle. So I'm going to pick here, 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 and here. So then it wants you to list your points. A is over 2, up 2. B is over 2, up 5. C is over 8, up 5. And D is over 8, up 2. So again, we always list our X first, and then we list our Y second. And then it wants to know how many units from the X-axis is the base of your rectangle. So since the rectangle is right here, it's 2 units away from the X-axis, or 1, 2. Number 2 says solve and show your work. So we have 2 3/5 plus 7 1/4. So if we look at our fractions, we have a 5 and a 4, so we know we have to find a common denominator. So we list our multiples. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and then our multiples of 4. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So right here, we can change them both into 20ths. 5 times 4 is 20. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 5 is 20. 1 times 5 is 5. So now we add our whole numbers. 2 plus 7 is 9. 12 plus 5 is 17. And our denominator stays the same, 20th. So our answer is 9 17/20. Number 3 says Opal had 3/4 bottles of milk. Half of Opal's milk was spilled. How much milk is spilled? So we have half of 3/4. When we have that of, we know we're multiplying. So we have half of, or multiplied by 3/4. When we multiply fractions, we multiply our numerators. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 4 is 8. So our answer is 3/8 of the bottle spilled. Number 4 says Oscar has 6 5/10 bags of topsoil. Each bag contains 7,500 cubic feet of soil. How many cubic feet of soil does Oscar have? So again, each bag has, or he has 6.5 bags of topsoil, and each bag has 75 cubic feet. So we need to know how much there are total. So we are multiplying. So 6.5 times 0.75. If I were going to estimate, I would do 6 times about 1 equals 6. So my estimate is about 6. So now multiplying, I ignore the decimals. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 2 is 32. Now I'm moving on to my 7, so I need to put a 0. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 6 is 42, plus 3, 45. Now I add them together. 5 plus 0 is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. 3 plus 5 is 8. 4 plus 0 is 4. Since my answer is around 6, I know I have to put my decimal point right there. So 4 and 875 thousandths. Number 5 says solve. So we have 1/7 divided by 4. When we're dividing, we know our first number stays the same. We can change our division to multiplying by the reciprocal or the opposite. So since 4 is 4 over 1, we flip them around into 1/4. 1/7 times 1/4. 1 times 1 is 1. 7 times 4 is 28. So our answer is 1/28. Then we have 5 divided by 1/10. Again, our first number stays the same. We multiply by the reciprocal, which means to flip-flop, which is 10 over 1, or 10. 5 times 10 is 50.